So hello everyone. So today we are going to start one Excel web-based automation. So that is not static, that is dynamic Excel web-based automation. Okay. So today we'll start this dynamic Excel automation through RPA UiPath. Okay. So if you come here, I have already launched this website that is called RPA Challenge. Okay. So you are able to launch on every browser. Right now I've launched in Internet Explorer. So Internet Explorer we have launched here, and what you have to do. So there is a download Excel option. Okay, so here this is the RPA Challenge website where what we are doing here. We are taking all data. We are populating all data from Excel sheet. If you ask me the Excel sheet, this is the Excel sheet. You can see here more than 8 column right now. Okay, so more than 7 column we have and more than 10 row. Okay. So whatever the data available in your Excel sheet, so in this use case, we are going to learn how to populate this data into this website. The first thing, we have to read the data from your Excel sheet and we have to populate the data into this website. Okay, the first thing. Second thing, whenever you pass the data, suppose at last name I'm giving the things like Kumar, rolling company, I can say testing. Okay, so when you click on login button, this submit button, automatically your text box place will change. Okay, so when you click on submit button, automatically this will change. Okay, so this is dynamic website. Okay, so here today use case we have to automate this dynamic website through Excel. Okay, so this is the Excel sheet in your system. If you go here download Excel, so you are able to download the Excel. Okay, so I have already downloaded and I already kept in my documents and UiPath. Okay, so right now we'll start this Excel automation, Excel dynamic web-based Excel automation. So first thing, we have to provide the path of your Excel sheet. The first thing we'll do in UiPath. So today we'll create one folder inside your 31st August program. We'll go for add. We'll go for the folder, and here I'm giving a date like today is 10th of September. Excel automation. Okay. So inside that, what I will do, I will create another workflow. I will go for add and I will go for the flowchart. Okay. Flowchart here will take and we'll go for this RPA challenge. Okay. So we'll go for this RPA challenge. So first thing what we'll do, we'll go for this activity panel, we'll drag and drop this Excel application scope and we'll connect like this way. Okay. So here we'll go for providing this Excel path. So right now I have kept inside your input folder, and this is your best practice in UiPath also. So in here we have to keep from challenge, the first thing. Second thing, if you come to my sheet, so there is a sheet 1 data. So you can see here, this is the sheet 1 data. Here we can see here. Okay. So here, if you come to the do, if you come here, so we'll take this read range activity. Read range will go like this way. In search activity, let me go here. So read range activity will take here, read range for the reading this Excel sheet, and here we'll create the variable. Okay. So control K, and here we'll go for the v underscore dt. Okay. So this is the data table. You can see here, this is the data table. Okay. So we're getting here, and after that, we'll start the launching the website. Okay. So that's why what we'll do here, we'll take the open browser. Open browser especially for launching this browser. Right now, I'm going for the by default. That is I browser only. I'll copy the path. So that is RPA challenge, and here I'll go here in double quote. Okay. So always in double quote like this way we can go here. After that, what we'll go for the maximize window. Maximize window, simple drag and drop and keep like this way. After that, what we'll do, we'll start this looping part. You can see here multiple data we have. Right now we have a 10 row data. Tomorrow maybe 100 will come, 1000 will come. Okay. So that's why we'll start your loop part. Okay. So after maximize window, what we'll do, we'll try to go for these things like it for each row. So we'll go for each row. Simple drag and drop this part for each row, and here in this part, here we'll go for the VDT. Okay. So VDT means variable and data table, and this is the variable type if you go, that is the data table. Okay. After that, what we'll do, we'll go for automate this part. Okay. We have to automate this text box. Okay. So first thing here, this is a text box, but if you ask me, if you use the type into, so directly if you use type into, it will not work proper, because first time it will work fine, but second time if you click on submit, the place it's going to be changed. So that's why we are going to use the different activity right now here for the dynamic Excel web-based automation. Okay, so first we'll use the anchor based activity. So anchor based activity especially for uh, automating this dynamic website. Okay, so this is the anchor based activity, and here you can see here this anchor and drop activity. Okay, so two activity we can keep here. So first thing we'll go for the find element. So find element especially for finding your element whatever you want to use. So I will tell you how we can go for this thing. So we'll go for type into. So try to understand, this is the website called RPA Challenge. If you come here, we have a RPA Challenge, and we have to pass this first name. So first name tomorrow it will change. So that's why what we'll do here. Here you can see here the text box, and this is the things called first name. Okay. So these are text box, and for text box we'll use the type into. You know that. Okay. So what we'll do, I'll go in UiPath and I'll try to indicate on screen, and I'll go for the first name. The first thing. Second thing, here I have taken this find element. Okay. If you come to my website right now, first time if I'm passing these things as a UiPath. Okay. If you click here, submit, everything change. Okay. But if you ask me, the place text box change, but this first name is not change. Okay. That is the fix. Okay. So that's why I will use this find element, and I'll try to spy the first name. Okay. So like this, we'll go like it. Okay. But if you come to this first name, what we have to provide the data. Which data? This first name data. Okay. This one. Either you want to use the 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, 4 index, 5 index, 6 index. Through that way also you can do, but I will tell you the different way also today. So here I'm going to use the activity called get row item. Okay, I will tell you these things. Okay, so get row item, how many times I will take? I will take 7 times. Try to understand. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 7 times I will take, and every time if you want we can change the name of get row item. Okay, so we can pass this name, salary, whatever the role in company. Okay, so everything can change. So if you double click also, automatically you can get all things. Okay, so already we have done I think more than 7. Let me check. So here we are getting 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, so we have already 7 get to item. Okay, so if you come to the get to item, by default here what we'll do, we'll pass the current row. The first thing. Second thing, which index I want to take? I want to take the first index, that is the 0. Okay, and we have to create the variable. Okay, so we'll go for the first name here. So we'll go for control K, and we'll go for the first name. We'll go for. So right now, whatever the variable we are creating, one by one, it will come into variables panel, like the first name, last name, whatever. So here again, I'll come to this part and I'll pass this current row. So current row, and here we'll go for this output. So here we'll go for the control K, and we'll go for the last name. So this is the index. If you ask me, if you come to this my Excel sheet, always start with 0, and that is the 1. So right now what I will do, I'll go for the 1. So here we have a 0, here we have a 1, and we've already created the last name. Okay, we'll come to the third. I think that is the company name. So third is the company name. Here we'll go for the current row, the same thing, and here we'll go for this, creating this output, that is the company name, and that is the second index. Okay, so here we'll go for the company name, and here we'll go like that, and we'll go for this index part. So index part, what we'll do here, we'll try to pass the second number. Okay, so that is the second number. So here we'll go for that second, and here we'll go for the company name, and here we'll go for the third, So here we'll create this part, so company name, and that will come as a control K, and that will go for the role in company, role in company. And here we'll go for role in company, that is spelling mistake, that is not issue. So here we'll go for third. Okay, so we'll go for the third index. And if you want to rename also like that, we can go for this get row items. You can rename like that. First name, here we'll go for this, you can rename also like that. We can go for this last name, we'll go for this things third as a rename, first name, last name, company name, and after that we'll go for the ruling company. Okay, so if you want, you can rename this part, because if you share this code to anyone, anybody can understand like that what is the code of role in company. And last we'll go for the designation, address, and email ID. Okay, so let me just check like it. So company name, address, email, and phone number. Okay, so here what we'll do, we'll go for address, and here we'll go for this fourth. Here we'll create the variable, so control K, and we'll go for the so we're getting this error. So here this is the address, and here last one is your address, email, and phone number. Okay, so here we'll go for the email part, we'll go for this current row. Here we'll go for this address, email, control K, and we'll go for this email, and we'll go for here. So here instead of this part we'll pass 5 here. So this is the fifth, and this is the your last is your sixth. Okay, sixth is your phone number, control K, and go for the phone, and we will use this sixth part. So we'll go for this current row, and here we'll pass this index number. So index is your sixth. Okay, so that is the proper way. Okay, so there is we are not doing any coding, but you have to understand this index part, 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so phone number is your sixth part, so that's why I passed this phone number, and we can rename this part so like this way, address, email, and your phone number. Okay, so if you come here, so directly you can rename like that. Here we'll go for email, we'll go for phone number. So phone number. Okay. After that we'll come to the anchor based activity. Okay, so in anchor based activity, this is the container where we can keep the find element and type into. Okay, so in type into we'll go for the first name, and the same variable we can pass here, because in this variable we'll get all the data from your Excel sheet. Okay, so phone number, here I'll come to the phone number, I will pass as a double. So try to understand that is the integer and double data. Okay, so that's why I'll go for these things, and only I will change this variable. So that is the system dot double. So here we have passed this anchor based activity. Okay, so if you use the multiple anchor based activity, you cannot also identify which anchor based activity we used. So one by one, I'll go for first, we'll go for the second, we'll go for third. So double click also we are able to get all things. So already we have done the your 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, so we'll delete one. So here if you want, you can rename this part. So that is the first name, and that is the last name. Okay, so I'll change the name. So the same thing we'll do here also. What we'll do, we'll take this find element activity, find element for the finding this your one element. So we'll simple drag and drop this in anchor based activity. And after find element, what we'll do, we'll go for this type into simple drag and drop this part, the type into here. So we'll try to go for indicate on the screen. So here we'll go for this find element. So first name, last name. Okay, so second thing is called last name. Okay, and here we'll indicate for the last name here like that. Okay. So let me take all these things and one by one I'll spy your all the data. So till here we'll complete and after we go for the together. So first name, last name, and here this is the company name. Okay, so we'll try to go for these things. So we'll go for that find element and we'll go for the type into. So we'll try to indicate on screen and first name, last name, company name, and we'll go for the growing company. Okay, so right now you can see here this rolling company page missing. So if you come here, you can come to this variable panel and COMPANY. Okay, so you are able to change. Okay. So again, what we'll do here, we'll take again one find element here, and after rolling company, we go for the different thing. So address, email, and phone number. Okay, so we'll go for this part, address. We'll try to go for indicate on these things. So this is the address. Okay, so we are able to spy proper, but if you go to the text box, so there we'll get the space problem. So that's why always keep the clear all things. So here we'll try to indicate on the screen for the address part, and we'll try to pass the variable called address here. Okay, so we'll go for address. Okay, after address, I think we have an email and phone number. Okay, so that's why again we'll go for find element and we'll try to take, and after that we'll go for the type into simple drag and drop and keep like that here, and we'll go for this indicate on the screen. We'll go for email, so email like this way. We'll go for indicate on the screen, and here we have to go like this way. We'll go like that email. Okay, so again we can change the name. So directly if you double click, so we can change this things again email, and again we'll go for this anchor based activity. So email and phone number, address, rolling company, company name, first name, last name. Okay, that's good. So here we'll use this anchor based activity, not required to search. If you come here, we have a recent activity. Okay, so whatever activity you use in, it will come in recent, and whatever you want to keep activity in favorite list, suppose you type into, I will go for add to favorite list, automatically it will come here. Okay, so simple drag and drop this part here, anchor base, and after that I'll go for the type in. So try to understand, we'll go for this anchor based activity, and we'll go for the phone number, and we'll go for these things through this, and we'll pass here. Try to understand, always text box take the string data. Okay, if you pass this phone number, it will your double or integer data. So that's why only I will convert into dot to string. Okay, so let me check till here, and after that we'll go for different things. Let me click on this part. Let me run this program. Right now I'm going to close this Excel sheet. So company name is proper, role in company is proper, address. Okay, so email and your name is going to merge. Let me check this part. So last name, email ID, phone number. Let me check. Company name, address part, but waterfront. Okay, so process wise it's working fine. We have to check this part like why it's going to merge the data into this address part. So if you do, sometimes it's create the problem also because that is the website problem. Okay, but method wise it's correct. Okay, there is nothing problem in method wise. So only we are problem in first name, company name, role in company, address, email ID, phone number also proper. So right now this we are getting the proper first name, last name, company name, role in company, address, email ID, and phone number. Right now you can see everything we are getting the proper email ID, address, here email we are getting the proper. Okay, so right now it's working fine, but we have to check for that part why we are getting the different data. Okay, let me check here. So you come to the on the first part. So current row we are getting the first name. So in Excel sheet we have first name, last name. So that is the one, that is the two company name, and third rolling company, fourth address, fifth your email ID, and sixth your phone number. Okay. So after that we'll check for this first name. Okay. So let me check again. There is nothing problem in the code. Once we'll check, before that going to automate this part. If you want to use the kill process, we can take this drag and drop this part kill process. We can connect like that, we start and we'll go like this. Okay, set it with start node, and here what I'll do, I'll connect this part with kill process. So we can use this part as process name. So here I'll pass this I explore. So save and run this program. So automatically first it will close your all the things. It will go for launching this browser, going for maximize first name, last name, company name, analyst, address, email ID proper, and phone number. Okay. So right now it's working fine. If you're getting any problem, please try to practice and try to do on the Google Chrome. Okay. So today task I'm giving for these things. So what you do right now, I have done this part on your Internet Explorer. It's working fine. My all the method is working fine. But if you're getting sometimes problem like that your text box is going for the different text box. So try to check on Google Chrome. Okay, so in Google Chrome, what if you do, you have to change the browser only, and so you have to change the browser only, and we have to go for install the extension, and it will work fine. Okay, so actually I was getting the pop-up, so I do not click on OK button, so that's why it was not able to click on submit. So that's why the problem it was getting. Okay, so right now it's working fine. So today I'm giving this task that you have to automate this process on Google Chrome. Google Chrome, you have to enable this extension, and only you have to change the open browser setting. So you have to automate this process on the Google Chrome. So there it will work fine. Okay. So you can see here in every type in text box, it's going to write some data. Okay. Sometimes what happens, sometimes if you have data, so there it will overwrite the data. Okay. So there also we have a empty field. Study also we have discussed that part. So if you enable this empty field, never it will do like that. Okay. So I can show you. So we can go to this Excel application scope, and I'm talking about the first thing. If you're going to automate through Google Chrome, what you do right now, only have to change this browser type, and you have to go for the Chrome. The first thing we change for the Chrome, the first thing. Second thing here, what you do, if you go down and whatever we have done the first name, so from first onwards you will choose the empty field. What it will do, it will remove your data. Okay, so automatically if you're getting the same data into any text box, automatically it will remove your data and it will go for that things. Okay, so we will do right now. So email and phone number. Okay, so whatever the things, whatever the automation we have done on Internet Explorer, here we are getting one problem. The problem is right now if you come here, after automating this process, always my Internet Explorer is open. Why open? Because I have not done the coding for the closing the browser. Okay, first thing, in every application, whatever the desktop, whatever the web based, whatever the database, okay, whenever you're going to open the application, always try to check the body. Okay, so like that, this is the open browser, this is the collapse, and this is your, like that, here we're able to collapse or expand. Okay, always check this part we have opened here. So on the same place we will try to close the browser. Okay, so after ending this part, after ending this point, if you use the close tab, if you're going to close any application, closing your database or whatever, if you close directly here, so what will happen, after one loop it will automatically close the data. Okay, so always check these blue icons, and after that you have to go for these things. You have to use the what, close tab. Okay, so one activity we have that is called close tab activity, we can go for that and we can do like it. Okay, so close tab activity especially for the closing your browser. Okay, so right now it will try to close this thing. So and here we'll use the annotation, so I can use this annotation like that, we can add something. So we'll go for this add annotation, and we will use the okay, so RPA challenge web-based automation to Excel. Okay, dynamic, we have add this annotation, and we'll go for auto arrange, so that it will look good only. Okay, auto arrange UiPath have given, so you are able to properly, you are able to show this thing. So right now again I'm going to run this program, and let me check so what type problem we are getting. So everything is working fine right now. So here it will try to launch. So first project already closed, last name, email ID, your IT solution, company and role in company, address, and your email ID, your phone number, and click on submit button. Okay, so sometimes if your data is available also in every text box, automatically it will clear your data, because here we have already used the empty field and it's working fine. Okay, so there through that way you are able to automate and you can go further. Okay. So always if you enable, in any case, I am saying right now my submit button is working and I am able to pass the data. Okay. But sometimes if your submit button click is not working and still we have a data, so through that empty field we can remove your all the data through that part. Okay. So that's why we use the empty field. So empty field always if you use, that is the beneficiary for any developer. So automatically it will remove your all the data through that empty field. So right now, I think it's running fifth or sixth. So all the row, it's working fine through that loop part. So that's why in Excel automation, you use always for each row. Okay. For each row, especially for the looping part, whenever you are taking the all the data from every row from Excel sheet, so there will use the for each row activity for loop automation. So right now it's working fine, and go for the submit and go for these things. Okay, so everything is working fine, like that, everything it's already done. But here if you come in this website, let me show you one thing also. Only have to, okay, so you have to do on Google Chrome. I'm giving this task today, so you have to complete this task on Google Chrome. We have already done on Internet Explorer, and this process is already working fine. Okay, so one things I'm missing while they're checking this part, like that, we'll go to complete that one also. So here we'll use one click activity and we'll run this program. Let me check. Okay, so that's not a only especially for design purpose I've used this start button. So let me check it's working fine or not. Okay, so please try to complete this task. We have to complete on Google Chrome. Right now I've done on IE browser and try to do on the Google Chrome. Okay, so there is two benefits. You're able to understand how we are able to automate on Google Chrome, the first thing. Second thing, you're able to understand like that how we can spy on Google Chrome also. Okay, so in this part also it's working fine. So this is your round 5, like this way we can get the proper data. So I've used this click activity for showing this round also. Okay, so it's working fine. So then we'll do right now the Excel web-based automation, sorry, Excel notepad automation. After this web-based automation, we'll go for the Excel notepad automation. I will show you how we can go for the Excel notepad automation. Okay, so that is the round 7 and it's working fine right now. Okay, so whenever it will complete, it will show some data. Okay, let me show you. So it's round 8. I think we were 10 round, I think. 9th round, I think 10th. Guys, please, when after 30 seconds, whenever it will expire, we'll go for the Excel notepad automation right now. I will show you that part and we'll go for that. Okay, so right now it's working fine. You can see the timing also, like that within 1 second of time we have completed the program. So if you go here in last, you have to apply one delay part. Okay, so there you're able to see in how much time we have done this part. So that's why we can use the delay. Okay, so before close tab, we can use one delay activity for checking the things within how many seconds we have completed this program. Okay, So guys, please join with same meeting. Within 30 seconds, we'll start right now. It will expire. Okay, 0, 0, and 0, 2 seconds of it. Okay, so there you are able to see in how much time, what is the response time, in how much time we have completed. You can see here 1